you'll get your mind blown like walking into some place, which is just crazy.
The community came together so quick.
Hawaii has such a legacy of storytelling. That's so crazy.
And he goes, who?
But you'd have to pay to see that show.
I told him straight up, I want to be as big as I can possibly be.
Because it's the journey. No, but it's people's journey.
On this side, you have to invent that. And you have to design that.
Let's set this right. I'm not a comedian.
I'm really the luckiest person ever.
How's it? You got Lanai, and that's Brook Lee. Please don't get us confused. Welcome to It's an Island Thing podcast. Don't forget now, you can get the whole interview on our YouTube channel, so go check it out. We're going to say big mahalo out to Huliau, building a brighter future through education, opportunity, and preserving Hawaiian language and culture for Hawaii. We also got to send a big mahalo going out to Auto Exchange. Fill in the gang if you need a new car. You need a new whip, call them. 808-593-0599. I've been waiting to get this guy on our podcast for a long time. My dear friend, Mr. Peni Dean. How you, brother?
Good, bro.
Nice to see you.
Just so everyone knows, I don't have a filter.
I know you don't.
Okay.
That's why I wanted you on the podcast.
I just want to get that out of the way right off the top.
Yeah. And just so you know, the first 4 segments of this show will be on television.
Nice.
And then after that, we'll be on YouTube to get the whole rest of the good stuff.
Awesome.
Filter stays off regardless.
So we have a beep, beep kind of thing. But anyway, you have done so many cool things in your life, and we have traveled to so many amazing places together.
Oh.
And you have so many awesome stories. I thought we got to get Peni on the show. Have you ever met Brook before?
I have. I think I've met Brook when I was with Natural Vibrations. I think we crossed. Yeah, we've done things at the same, been at the same area.
Yeah.
But never formally met her.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And she's beautiful in person as well as on camera or in pictures.
Yeah.
I was just telling her, I said, man, after all these years, you still
look same.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, she has a good plastic surgeon.
Wow.
Well,
just kidding.
It's the same as you. The same as you. I think out of all the years that I've known you, I don't think you've aged.
No, look, I no more hair, bro.
Well, okay, besides that. But from our B-boy days, I really don't think that you've aged, bro.
Thank you.
But he did go through a rough patch.
Yes.
Well, I was detoxing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
but
the
anyway,
DDT.
it's not about me.
Okay.
Peni Dean, you're now solo artist, but you were a lead singer of Natural Vibes.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of met you right when you started with that project. Yeah. And man, we've been all over the West Coast.
Done a lot of things.
Yeah.
You were doing the tours.
Yeah, we were open. Augie and I got the opportunity to open for them on a bunch of different shows and tours, which never have social media.
No.
Oh.
Everything was a flyer and word of mouth.
Oh,
never have Google Maps.
Never have Google Maps.
Buck wild back then.
We never get paid.
Well, there's that.
We looked at everything as marketing, right?
Got it.
But how is it being solo? Do you think it's easier? Do you think it's harder?
I love it.
Yeah?
Oh, I love it.
You've been solo
probably
how long
never
now?
go back the other way.
Yeah.
And not saying that being in a group is bad.
Yeah.
When you're able to make the calls and make the decisions after hearing everyone, and then being the final hammer down, it's changed me in a good way.
Yeah.
And business wise, I've become wiser.
Yeah.
And
well, you're also getting older.
Well, I realize that too. My children remind me of that every day. Or my grandchildren, I should say. But all the experiences that I have gone through, being with a group and now being on my own, has created this awesome space in which I love doing what I do.
Yeah.
Now more than I ever did before.
Yeah.
I think before, because when you're younger, you don't appreciate so much of the opportunities that come to you.
Well, you think it's going to last forever.
Well, thank you,
Yeah,
exactly. Because you think, this is going to be here next week.
Yeah.
And I'll be able to come down this road again and never go down that road again.
Yeah.
And then sit and wonder or ponder, like, man, would you do it differently if you had the chance?
But
to
you
go
cannot,
back and
though,
do it?
because you wouldn't be who you are if you didn't go through it.
You know, I'm glad you said that, because that is kind of where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
That's why, I always say, Lanai is like my sensei, life coach. You know, I get something, I call him.
Right.
I was thinking about this, and he goes, well, I think you're looking at it wrong. It could be this, and oh yeah, okay. Makes a lot of sense.
Oh,
but that's where I'm at right now.
That's good.
Is that thinking part,
and enjoy it.
You know, what I'm doing right now is I'm enjoying a lot of the family time with my grandchildren and children.
I can't believe you have grandkids. We'll talk about how many grandkids you have and family stuff, but I want to share some of the stories being in the music industry because you got some good ones, man.
I don't know if these guys are ready for it.
You got to write a book. Penny got to write a book. When we come back, we talk more with Penny Dean. Don't go anywhere. It's an island thing. Huliau, a Native Hawaiian organization, has been building stronger communities with aloha. Founded by Waianae native Adrian Nakea Silva, he is passionate about our people, education, the Hawaiian language, and our culture. Huliau has been supporting many community organizations in Hawaii through scholarships, grants, and contributions. They continue to fulfill their mission of supporting Native Hawaiians and their communities, driven by purpose and rooted in aloha. Learn more at huliau.com. Confused about where interest rates are going or the best time to buy or sell property? If you, your family, and friends have any questions about buying or selling a home, hit up the realtor I trust.
Hello, this is Patrick. How can I help you?
Hawaiian-born Patrick Lum at 808living.com for a free, no-pressure consultation. By the way, mention our podcast and he'll gift you $1,000 cash credit toward your closing costs.
I'm Patrick. Give me a call. I've got you covered.
808living.com.
Please fasten your seatbelts. Lanai's Travel Club is ready for takeoff.
Hey, this is Lanai, ready to take you on bucket list trips around the world. Portugal, Japan, Korea, or even Bali. I'll host you with a small group at private restaurants, food tours, shopping, and incredible sightseeing. We put the package together from air, hotel to transportation, so you don't have to think. Come with me to your favorite places in the world. Visit lanaistravel.com or call me at 808-721-5077.
Travel with Lanai before you die.
This podcast brought to you by Na'au building a resistant Hawaii through holistic healing. Call them at 808-596-PONO. Welcome back to It's an Island Thing. Penny Dean hanging out with us. Once upon a time, lead singer of Natural Vibrations. Now he's gone solo. But there was one story that I always like. It's not going to hurt anybody's feelings. One story I always like. You guys were playing a gig. Correct me if I'm wrong. Was in Makawao on Maui.
Okay.
And some big name walked in.
Oh, it was Kihei.
It was in Kihei.
And we were covering for 3+.
Okay.
I believe. We were in a pool over at the Grand Wailea, and half the group was lit, drinking in the pool. Everyone is enjoying the day off. It was a day off. I think it was a Friday. Everyone was off. And I get a call from our manager, and he says, I need you guys to get ready because 3+ has missed their flight. It was the last flight over to Maui. They can't be there. I need you guys to go to Bada Bing's was the name of the club.
Bada Bing's, yes.
Bada Bing's.
In Maui.
And I need you guys to go over there and fill in for them for the evening. And I let loose on the phone. I said, bro, we're off tonight.
Yeah.
Half my crew is in the pool enjoying themselves. You're going to have me destroy this by pulling them out.
Yeah.
They're going to give me flack. I don't want to slap nobody. And then you want me to get them ready. I said, half these guys are drunk.
Yeah.
He said, well, let them know that it's work. So get them out of the pool, sewer them up, and get over to the club. Just like that. Like, snap your finger and do it. It was a 2-hour process to get them to do this, just so you know. We finally get to the club. We get in there. We set up. We were sound checking. And then the owner of the club comes up to me on the side, and he says, hey, just to let you know, tonight might have a special guest. And I said, okay. I said, are they coming on stage? And he says, no. He says, what's going to happen is it probably just come in nonchalantly and be in the back, just kind of hanging out. Don't freak out when you see them. And I says, okay. But by then the manager says, hey, let's go sound check. Okay, we sound check. We come off, and just before we leave, he comes up to the van and he says, it's Prince. Prince is going to be here. And stupid me, I said, Prince Charles.
Prince who exactly? Kawananakoa? What are we talking about?
Prince, he laughs. He goes, no, Prince, the artist. And I said, oh, like Purple Rain? He says, yeah. I said, oh, wow, okay. He said, he's been here for about a week and a half. did a couple shows in here. He did a show one night with about just under 100 women on padded pillows throughout the whole place. He had them sit down.
Really?
He was in the center and had them around him and then sang to them for 3 hours.
Wow.
It was an invite only.
In Maui?
In Maui.
What?
Crazy.
He was known for showing up at small places like this.
And doing stuff like that?
Yeah.
Crazy. I never heard of anything like that.
All right.
So the owner says, he might come by, he might not. I said, okay. I'm not, such a person, a fangirl.
Yeah.
Like, everybody has talents.
Right.
Everyone's good. But Prince is like the epitome of being a musician.
Yeah.
He's one of the few musicians in the world that's known to play every instrument known to man.
Everyone, yep.
So, I was like hoping the opportunity would cross where we would get to actually kind of talk to him. Anyway, we come back and start doing the show. Towards the end of the show, my manager comes up to me and he says, "Hey, don't look, but in the back, you can see him. He's crouched down with his hands over his mouth. Prince is in the back. He's watching you guys." I said, "Oh, yeah? Oh, good for him." And so then he left, and we started one-on-one. Now, that night, we had Shane.
One-on-one, the song, Buta Buta Suk Suk.
Yeah, Shane had flew home because his girlfriend at the time was giving birth to his child. And so he flew home, so we had to use a backup.
Wait a minute. Let's finish. We got to take a break, so we'll finish this story.
We're in the middle of a Prince story, Hawaii. Come back.
Yeah, I want to make sure that everyone hears it. So this is called a cliffhanger. Then you have to come back, all right? Don't go anywhere. Penny Dean is hanging out with us. It's an island thing. Huliau, a Native Hawaiian organization, has been building stronger communities with aloha. Founded by Waianae native Adrian Nakea Silva, he is passionate about our people, education, the Hawaiian language, and our culture. Huliau has been supporting many community organizations in Hawaii through scholarships, grants, and contributions. They continue to fulfill their mission of supporting Native Hawaiians and their communities, driven by purpose and rooted in aloha. Learn more at huliau.com. This podcast brought to you by the Aloha Junkman. You need a tear down, demolition, or removal, or you just need to move. Call the Aloha Junkman at 808-940-0809.
Please fasten your seatbelts. Lanai's Travel Club is ready for takeoff.
Hey, this is Lanai, ready to take you on bucket list trips around the world. Portugal, Japan, Korea, or even Bali. I'll host you with a small group at private restaurants, food tours, shopping, and incredible sightseeing. We put the package together from air, hotel to transportation, so you don't have to think. Come with me to your favorite places in the world. Visit lanaistravel.com or call me at 808-721-5077.
Chaburu with Lanai before you die.
Confused about where interest rates are going or the best time to buy or sell property? If you, your family, and friends have any questions about buying or selling a home, hit up the realtor I trust.
Hello, this is Patrick. How can I help you?
Hawaiian-born Patrick Lom at 808living.com for a free, no-pressure consultation. By the way, mention our podcast and he'll gift you a $1,000 cash credit toward your closing costs.
I'm Patrick. Give me a call. I've got you covered.
808living.com. This podcast brought to you by Domino's. Visit Domino's.com. Welcome back to It's an Island Thing. Penny Dean hanging out with us. We're talking about Prince, the artist, the symbol, the purple guy.
Wow.
Purple Rain, When Doves Cry. You're in Bada Bing's. You're on stage.
In Maui.
And you're going to do and how many people are there?
The place is sold out. I want to say close to maybe 200 people.
All right.
So this place
small
doesn't
club.
exist anymore.
No,
it's gone.
And where was it? Wailuku?
Kihei.
Kihei.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you're on stage. You're about to do one-on-one.
Yeah, we're actually
I
doing
think the
it.
biggest song you guys ever done.
Yeah, we're performing it. But that night we had used, from Nuff Said, we had used, oh my gosh, I forget
the
his name.
lead singer?
The keyboard player.
Oh, okay.
And their guitarist, who was from Sly Dog, Saul, at the time. And
because the other guys were drunk.
No,
They had to
because
go
Shane
home.
had to go home because his
that's
baby
right.
was being born. And so Saul was a heavy metal guitar player.
Okay.
Well, when we start the song, Saul comes out into this heavy guitar lick and starts off the song, kind of tease. And so we go through the song. Halfway through the song, he comes back in on a solo, but just absolutely murders this solo.
Uh-huh.
Prince is in the back.
In a good way or a bad way?
Good way. Murder
Okay,
means in a
good.
good way.
Yeah, in a good way.
Just checking.
Yeah.
He is just killing it. And in the back, Prince took it as a challenge.
Oh, here we go.
He was doing it so good that Prince So he sends his bodyguard up. Now, the bodyguard must have been 6'10", 6'11".
Sole?
No, he was an African-American guy. He's standing in front of me. Well, the stage is about 4 feet off the ground, and he's still taller than us. So I look at him. I said, he's standing in the middle. I said, hey, man, can you move? Because you're like blocking the whole crowd. Yeah. He says, well, check this out, man. I'm Prince's bodyguard. He in the back. He want to come up here and play. So I said, listen.
Are you guys in the middle of the song?
We're in the middle of the song. And I'm talking to
he's
guy.
Yelling at you.
He's kind of yelling at me. I tell him, listen, any musician who is a musician knows with other musicians, the floor is open.
Yeah.
If he wants to come up here, tell him come.
Yeah.
Until then, get out of the way. So he moves. We're going, and we're kind of almost to the end of the song. And he's standing off to the side. And so Roman comes up and said, our manager, he's like, hey, the guy's hit back again. So I look over, I say, man, what do you want? And he steps to the side. And like the holy grail of the effect.
The purple light comes on.
The curtains roll back and the confetti falls from the... And there he is, all 4 feet of him.
Yeah, 4 feet 11.
I was like, I was like stunned. I was like, oh man, that's Prince, So I walk off over there and I said, hey, what's going on? You want to come up on stage with us?
The band's still playing.
The band's still playing. And he's like, yeah, I'd love to jump up with you guys. And I was like, oh man, his voice is really like that. I said, okay. I said, come on, man, come on stage. By this time, the whole band has seen who was coming up on stage. Saul was on the other hand, on one knee with his guitar, like an offering.
Oh, jeez.
And Prince walked up with the bodyguard and said, hey, man, don't grab his hand. Don't nobody shake his hand. Don't nobody touch him. Don't do anything like that. Let if he wants to touch you or shake your hand, he'll do it. But you don't do it. Let him do it. Okay. He walks over to Saul, picks Saul up off the ground, takes the guitar, sits on the guitar amp, and with one finger dives into this solo that we'll never forget. Like, it was just amazing.
Wow.
Amazing.
Did the place erupt or what?
Oh, it went crazy. He emptied out the back bar that was there. The ladies were there for the bartender who was working. He must have been a stud. Somebody went back there and said, Prince is on stage, and emptied the whole place out. And ended up in the main room.
How long did he play?
He only played for that one song.
Oh, okay.
And that was about, I want to say 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes or something. He got off, ran to the back and kind of almost disappeared. I thought he left, but he was still there hanging out till the end of the show. We got to, hang out with him and talk story, and it was cool, man.
I met him twice, and you weren't allowed to shake his hand because somebody squeezed his hand, so he couldn't play.
That happened.
Yeah.
My doorman friend squeezed his hand at the end of the night. He was walking past and he grabbed him and squeezed his hand, and I heard a yelp, like a woman's yelp. And he ran off to the limousine. And I told my friend, I said, Sole, what are you doing?
We gotta take a break. Don't go anywhere. Penny hanging out with us, talking about Prince stories.
Nice.
It's an island thing.
This podcast brought to you by Na'au, building a resistant Hawaii through holistic healing. Call them at 808-596-PONO. This podcast brought to you by the Aloha Junkman. You need a tear down, demolition, or removal, or you just need to move. Call the Aloha Junkman at 808-940-0809. This podcast is produced by Network Studio Hawaii, turning your podcast vision into reality. Check them out at networkstudiohawaii.com.
Welcome back to It's an Island Thing. Lanai and Brook here with Penny Dean, talking about the purple one, purple royalty. It was what did he say to you? Do you remember anything?
He said that we're a fantastic band.
That's great.
He's like I really enjoyed your music. When you can get the people moving like that, as a musician, you're doing your job. And I was like, wow, okay. And then he shook our hands. He went to every person, grabbed our hand, shook his hand. We all knew to shake his hand. He has small hands. Yeah. That's like almost like what a gynecologist, I want to say, would love. Hands like small. They were very small. Yeah. And at the end of the night, we're sitting there. I was sitting talking to my friend who's a Samoan doorman, and he walked past him, and my friend grabbed his hand and shook his hand, but he squeezed it so hard. Prince made a sound. I was like, I never forget.
Like antelope.
It was almost like one of his sounds that he does in his song. And he ran off. All I could hear is heels, click, 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 all the way to the limousine. Funny. I told him, Sully, why you gonna do that to him for him, man? No, he can't play for a week. He was like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I said, yeah, man, you're not supposed to touch him.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, well, I just got excited.
What a great story, though. Prince.
You gonna know.
You know, there's something I never forget. I don't know if I told you, but we did a show the radio station put together a show called Bambucha. It was like a series of shows. We had like 20 groups play, but it was the first concert they let us use pyrotechnics because shell is so old and it's made of wood. You're not allowed to.
Of course.
But they let us put these fireballs in the front of the stage, like these massive fireballs would shoot. And these guys were when we were going to start them because they went on at night, right? So I told the group, I said, look, there's a catwalk. You cannot be on that catwalk when you start because the fireballs are going to come out and you're going to get burned, right? So that's the only thing I'm telling you. So Wayne, higher than a kite, walks out when the song starts to the catwalk.
Oops.
And I go, Penny, I just told you guys Wayne not supposed to walk out past the catwalk. You gotta tell him. And he goes, he's gonna come back. And I go, what? And the fire starts shooting up, and I was like, too late already. If he gets burned, he's gonna burn. But I'll never forget. Penny goes, he's gonna come back.
Oh, he'll come back once he feels the heat.
Yeah. Well, you remember that show?
Oh, I remember it very well because he after was like, I didn't know they had. I said, no, they told us. You just forgot because you were,
We had some great shows on the West Coast, man. I tell you.
You know, the one that stands out to me is the one we did in San Francisco. Because remember, we went and walked the pier, the wharf.
We went and spend the day at the wharf.
Oh, man. Spending the day with you and Oggs was just the absolute best, man. And we got pictures of it. But the memories we created that day was...
We took pictures with the homeless.
Augie was giving everybody $5, the homeless guys $5 to do the promo drops.
Yeah, for the radio station.
God.
Yeah, it was pretty hilarious. Homeless wasn't a problem at the time.
No,
you never saw that in San Francisco.
So that makes it okay because it was what a
no,
choice?
No, but they were they would do tricks and like street performers and some were just trying to make money. Right?
First time I got to see the Bushman.
Oh, that's right.
I had heard stories but never got to witness it.
You know the Bushman?
No.
He decorates himself as a bush, and then people walk by and he scares them. Yeah, and then you give him money.
Wow.
Those are some good times, man.
It was the best.
Good times.
There was no social media yet. That's why.
What was this? 80s?
90s. Yeah. Do you do much traveling again?
My traveling days are pretty much over. I had I got divorced and then remarried. When I remarried, I had another set of twins.
Ooh.
That's the second set.
Did you really?
Yeah, and they're 10. But this time around, the family, they won't let me, not let me. It's just better for me to be home. I think I missed out on a lot with my older children. And I don't want to do that with the younger brother and sister. So I'm made it a point to be home and not travel. Pretty much.
Well, you traveled enough anyway.
I did. I had fun.
Yeah.
I really had fun. My wife and I, when the twins were, I want to say 3 months, we did 3 different tours with Glenn with Maoli. Hawaii's Finest is my management company. I love these guys so much. They've done so much for my solo career. And but in the time of going on tour with Glenn them and having my children with me, I realized that's why the Marleys would travel when they could with the kids.
With the family.
The atmosphere is just nothing like it, and it's like home. Because when you're on the road,
it's tough.
It's tough. The lonely times in the airport, in the hotel.
Yeah, because you're not doing, people don't realize, they think it's glamorous, but you're not doing anything all day.
Funny you say that because a lot of people come up to me and they mistakenly think that being this famous whatever musician is like, oh, it's the best. And I said, listen, you should talk to the bigger guys and ask them really how it is, because I know if I feel this way, I could just imagine the depression that goes on with some of those artists, which is why a lot of them turn to drugs and alcohol because the depression of that
too much free time
that way, but I've enjoyed my time on the road and my experiences, which has made me a better father an even better grandfather.
We're gonna talk about social media, Penny's career. You got to go to our YouTube channel.
He's gonna swear.
Thanks for coming on the show, man.
I appreciate you guys for having me.
I'm one of your biggest fans.
You're one of my biggest mentors. Like I said, you're like my sensei coach for life.
Yeah, I love
Life
that.
coach.
I love you, man.
Love you,
Don't go
brother.
anywhere. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Penny Dean, follow him on social media. You're going to love following him. Very honest guy. All right, we'll see you guys next time. Ahui ho.
Bye.
This podcast brought to you by Domino's. Visit Domino's.com.
Welcome back to It's an Island Thing.
We're
It's the
back.
extended version. Penny Dean here, hanging out with us.
I got 10 grandchildren.
What?
Just had my 10th grandson. He Iomia just is the 10th one, and I'm just looking forward to that stage of my life now to
Good for you.
be the grand,
Yeah.
spoil them. When I gotta watch them before the parents come and pick them up, I feed them a whole bay of cotton candy
Nice.
and
Nice.
M&Ms, and then pick
Then
them
you
up,
send
take
them home.
and then they
Yeah.
call me about 10 minutes later. What did you do? They can't keep still. They're pinging off the wall. I said, I have no idea.
Good for you.
Just feed them lunch.
Famous or favorite artist that you perform with? Besides Prince. We know that one.
Famous artists. The one that I liked performing with the most was Uncle Don Ho.
Oh, hey, remember
Yes.
what did
R.I.P.
tell everybody what we put together for when Uncle Don was here.
Oh man,
I love this idea because I created it.
Well,
I thought it was the best idea
we
ever.
we went to go see him at his show,
Yeah.
and that night we went. He had Hoku was with him, so we got
This is
to
at
meet
the
Hoku.
Dome or
No, this was at Beachcomber.
Yeah,
Oh,
at
Beachcomber.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
His daughter was there.
I'll set you up. I had this idea of, so everybody knew Natural Vibes as, the Pakalolo guys.
Sure.
Let's just say that. Uncle Don did a show, does a song called Who is the Lolo Who Stole My Pakalolo?
Oh, okay.
And we were trying to think of what big thing can we do at the like we always had something, we
Right.
had fireworks, we always had all these big things. How can we make it different from all the other shows that were going on? Now you got to remember now Island 98.5 was in its heyday. Like it just exploded out the
Right.
gate, and it was because of all these artists that weren't getting airplay
On the
of
other
certain
stations,
songs,
yeah.
right? So like One-on-One, Butu Butu Suk Suk, for example. When I heard their album the first time, I said, that's the hit. But no one would play it because of what
Right.
it meant. So we played it and it blew up. Long story short, I said, you guys need to... me and Augie were doing stuff with Don Ho at the time. I asked Don, I said, hey, who owns the song, Who is the Lolo Who Stole My Pakalolo? And he looked at me and goes, me. And I said, would you be interested at performing at Bambucha at the concert?
Right.
Whole new audience. He goes, of course. So I came with the idea. I took them to the show. Go ahead.
And so we're excited to play with him, and we are on stage getting ready to play, and Uncle Don comes on. I want to say somebody had a prop of a big joint, and they brought it out on stage.
We
and,
smoked the stage.
Yeah, and as if to create the atmosphere
Yeah,
of
yeah,
smoking. And here comes Uncle Don, and the place went wild. I mean, now you're talking about the generations. How many generations?
2-3 generations
down,
4 generations
yes,
below
after
us.
him.
Yes.
Yeah, and I was thinking these guys aren't going to know who he is.
Right.
They knew who he was because of that song.
Right.
And he came out and he was like, you guys, you guys is something else, I tell you. Guys like this remember you, huh? All these guys yelling for you guys, I mean, you somebody. And Uncle is old. But, hey, thanks you guys for hanging out with me. And then went into his song, and I was like, holy crap, that is a performer.
Who is the
showman.
Lolo Who Stole the
Right.
Pakalolo? They did a collab together on
Dang.
stage.
That
Place
was
erupted.
awesome.
I'm
Who-
sure.
Who did anybody record that?
I want to say they did, but remember now, back in that time, the social media was
There
just
was no-
at the beginning.
there was no cell phone
Yeah,
yet.
there was no
It was
cell
flip phone.
Yeah, just at the beginning, and that was when camcorders were in.
Yeah.
Somebody has it on tape, I'm sure.
I think you should remake the song.
Man, okay, so now saying that, it has been a year and 3 months since I have been marijuana free.
But so even better yet, you should remake the song.
Yeah, no, for sure. Just because of the nostalgia of
Yes.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but who's gonna be Uncle Don?
No, he should remake the song, his version of that song, as a tribute to Uncle
It's
Don.
funny that you say that because if we do the video, I already know who could play that.
Who?
Tony Silva.
Of course, nobody plays him better than Tony. He's got Uncle Don
Penny.
down.
Come on, you got to do it.
Yeah, well, no, we'll discuss this.
That's
We'll
insane.
extend
Gotta
on
do
it.
it.
Yeah, no, we'll do it. We'll do it. I'll definitely do it.
But you got to do your version. Maybe you can sample the chorus.
Yeah, because you're right. We did. We made our own.
Yes.
Our own take on the song.
Right.
I remember that. And but you can never forget when Uncle Don talks to you.
It was so chicken skin, man. That moment.
Wait, this for concert series? You never had them videotaped?
No, because we didn't think like we were putting on live shows that we wanted people to go and tell other people like you missed out.
Right.
It wasn't about, hey, let's record this and let's put it somewhere. I didn't think the mentality wasn't like that.
I think
the cell phone mentality, Waikiki Shell sold out every year, 2 nights. Well, but we didn't have cell phones.
Well, and mistakenly, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it wasn't even Facebook. It was MySpace still at the time.
Just started.
MySpace.
Yes, because there was no cell phone.
Yeah. No, but the cell phones is not a professional way to do it.
I know, but the mentality now is let's take a picture, let's video it. We didn't think like that. We just thought, how can we create a memory that everyone can be involved
bashes
in?
were always videoed.
Yeah, well, they were making video. I mean, what do you call them? They were putting VHS tapes.
Yes, they were putting tapes.
We weren't thinking like that. Yeah. It was like, how do we VIP it?
It was more of a word of mouth and the part of the, if you were there,
you were there.
Right.
That's where if you know came from.
Yeah.
That era.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. But I really think it'd be cool, and you did a tribute, because I think there's a statute of limitations that so many years you don't have to pay a royalty. You can use whatever songs,
Oh, say even if there was a royalty to be paid, it would be back to his family would be awesome.
Yeah, because he has a trust.
And that was Uncle Don. Like I loved that guy. Growing up, my grandmother would talk fondly about him, and my uncle Gabby Pahinui, they all hung out. You know what I mean? So doing that would be awesome.
And maybe you do a Gabby song too for the album.
That'd be sweet.
Right.
Get my cousin Gabby boy to do it with me though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kind of awesome. You like the Give Back album. Are you working on new music right now?
Nope.
How come?
Nope.
Are you just taking a break, or you don't want to?
I think with all that's going on in my life, my children, the younger ones, and my grandchildren keep me so busy.
Yeah.
It's not like I don't think about it. I want to, but writer's block is a real thing. Yeah. And at one point I had so much material. I think when you're angry and driven,
that's when you do it.
Yeah, you have more time.
Break.
I would even think that even in acting would kind of be similar too. Like you got so much of this pent up energy that you can let it out in a positive way doing that. And so right now in my life, it's just like I've honed in on my
family.
On my chi is just here, center.
Good.
So I don't have to prove anything to anyone. I've done everything that pretty much I wanted to do. I've even done stuff that I never thought I would be able to do.
Well, I'm going to push you to do a single.
If anybody can, it'd be you.
I think you should do it, man. It'd be so awesome. Now's the perfect time, too, I think.
Yeah.
It
would be, especially with that idea of doing that song.
Who is the Lolo who stole my
That was a classic song. Yes, I mean, I hear it today, even still, if I go back and revisit it, I think, what an amazing artist.
Yeah.
Back then, to think of the words that he used, I was like, man, this guy is smart.
Well, he's an entertainer. He was such an entertainer in the sense of he did comedy. Well, if you watch the show, if you never watched the show, he did comedy. He knew how to swoo over the women.
Oh.
He sat on his organ.
I used to think my grandmother used to be in love with Engelbert Humperdinck.
Yeah.
And I used to think that Uncle Don Ho was the Hawaii version of that.
Because
when we went and watched that show, when we went to the Beachcomber, he had women that had come from abroad to see him at the show. And I was like, they would say, oh, we seen you 30 years ago. And I was like, 30 years ago?
One night, because me and Augie were going like every other week to go, and he would have us do one joke, sit next to him on the organ, do one joke. And I remember one night after the show, he goes, all right, the band's going to play. I'm going to go out to the front and say goodbye to everybody while they're playing. You guys come after. Meet me in the dressing room, right? That was a bad impersonation of Don.
Very bad.
He would go out, and then he'd come back in the dressing room, and I say, Uncle Don, I see you kiss every girl that walk out on the lips, eh? And I go, how you get away with that? He goes, because I can. He would kiss everybody on the lips.
Truth.
And he knew if they were under 18 because he wouldn't kiss them on the lips. But he just figured it out. Every single person. You know what also I got from him? Because he was a huge mentor to me. He would always tell me, you take pictures with everybody that comes to your show. You know why? Because they're going to put it on their refrigerator.
True.
or they're gonna put it in their scrapbook, or they're gonna put it, and that's never have social media. And he goes, that's how people will remember you.
Better than on the back of a milk carton.
Yeah, he goes,
Right?
don't be a jerk and not take pictures with anybody. You
That's
know?
right.
Right?
That's
He took
right.
pictures with everybody.
Yeah, he took pictures with everybody.
You know, did I send you? I have that picture, you know,
Yes.
of all of us with
Yeah,
Don.
send me. I have it. I think Wayne was the one who messaged it to everyone in the group.
Oh, good.
And messaged us. And I looked at that picture and I said, oh my God, bro.
The only thing I'm mad about is I'm in the back and you can only see my face.
Yeah.
Like you don't even see it unless you look good.
Right.
But
that's okay.
It's such a cool.
You were
photo.
there.
I was
Yeah.
there. Yeah, no, it was one of the great times of my life. You know.
Same
It
here.
was awesome.
Same here.
So, what do you do in your free time now? You ride a motorcycle? I
That's
see,
it, bro. I ride my Harley every day.
Yeah. You know, your boy came to Japan with me.
I know. He told me he had so much fun. He's like, we gotta go.
He came. He actually came twice with me.
Yeah, man. He loved it. He loved it. The experience going over there with you
Yeah.
and seeing and doing all the stuff. You know, if you guys ever want to go to Japan and experience it the way
His best friend
instead of just
Toko.
a tourist
Here it
style,
comes.
Yeah.
hit up
Here it
Lanai.
comes. See?
Yeah.
He'll take you on all.
Travel club.
You'll get in backstage. It's like having a special pass to Disneyland, but it's in Japan.
No, Toko, he's such a good guy. He
is,
does a
man.
lot of
I
stuff
love
for
that
the
guy.
community.
My best friend right there.
Yeah. What's the name of his company? You gotta send a
ALU
shout out.
Services.
ALU Services.
I see a unga.
Call them. You need a stone wall. You need rubbish. You need, whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Are these your kids?
And my twins right here, my son
these
and my
are the
daughter.
twins?
Yeah. Come say hi.
Come
Look
say
at that. Look
twins.
at that
Auntie Brooke.
camera.
It's Auntie
say
Brooke.
hi real quick.
Hi, come on in.
All
Come
right,
on
say hi
in.
real
Come
quick.
on in. Come on in.
All right.
Yeah.
These are the new twins. The
This
twins.
is Kia'i and Hilinai.
There you go.
Aw.
All right. Say hi. Okay, now you guys have to step back out. You guys can sit right there, though.
Oh, so
Okay, you can sit right there.
neat.
Well, you're gonna talk story to your father.
Okay, wow.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Had them stay.
So, do you think you're gonna do another album?
Maybe not another album. If
Singles?
anything, just
Some
singles. You know,
Yeah.
I want to do more music, but not that I don't have the material. Just it almost seems like the time.
What
Yeah.
about the collab scene these days? Like,
Yeah.
who are you looking
Yeah.
at?
Who would you like to collab
Who's the
with?
who the new kids
You know,
on the block?
the
these
new
days?
kids on the block right now is this group called the Brotherhoods.
Yeah.
And they remind me of Natural Vibrations when we first started. And they're from Hakipu'u, the next town over from Kahalu.
Yeah.
And these kids are just amazing.
They're playing instruments.
Well, they have a band
Yeah.
that backs them, but it's like 5 of them, and they do vocals. But the things that they sing about and stand for reminds me of us guys when we were starting out. And I just gravitated to them. You know who really tells me about the new artist is my son, Peni
Yeah, I bet.
Jr. He's 16.
Yeah, I bet.
So he's always like, Dad, these are the guys, Dad. So he came up to me the other night. He was like, Dad, here's this guy, this new guy. I said, well, what's his name? Small Axe. I go, what? He goes, Small Axe. And I go,
AX or
you know,
ACTS?
AXE.
Oh, a small
Like Bob's
axe.
song, like Bob's song.
Yeah, yeah.
I said, he says, you know that name? I said, no. I said, I know the song. Bob Marley
Yeah,
made
yeah.
a song called Small Axe.
Small Axe.
And I said, he probably got his name from that
Right.
song.
Yeah.
And he says, oh, Dad, he's good right now. I said, oh, yeah, who else? And he says, Top Shakas.
Man, these are new to me. I feel old
See?
now.
Yeah, so the kid, Top
I was thinking of
Shakas.
Water Boys and
Well, and then at this point, to these guys coming out, they're almost like Kupuna. High Water.
Right?
They're
Hey
good. That's
now.
another good
Yeah,
group.
High
That's
Water.
another really good
I
group.
love those. I never met them yet.
Oh, those boys are from Molokai.
I know.
Oh,
I
man,
know.
they're
I
awesome.
country.
Awesome.
I sent
awesome.
I sent a couple of them messages, never responded. So that's how I know I'm old.
Well, and you know, in Hawaii, once you hit that certain point, it's almost
Yeah.
like the Green.
Yeah,
Once
yeah.
they became famous, you didn't really see much
yeah.
of them because they're touring a lot.
Yeah, yeah. I was with them yesterday, by the way.
Yeah,
I
and
love
so
them.
you know,
love the Green.
they have come in, and they're definitely in Kupuna status almost at this point. yeah.
Right.
Did you hear that?
But Brotherhoods, they also got a new group called the Essentials.
And are
Top
are they
Shakas.
producing music?
They're producing music.
Good.
They even got Lickle Jordy, this kid.
Oh,
Lickle
I love
Jordy.
Lickle Jordy.
Lickle Jordy is
Yeah.
good. So I only know these groups because of my son.
Yeah.
He's full on into the music scene.
That's good. Is he
He's
playing
a real
music?
big fan. He plays ukulele, but he sings. So I have him come on stage and sing "Put a Little Love with Me."
Are you going to produce him?
I am. I'm going to.
Nice.
But I want him to wait. He's 16. He's got 2 more years in school.
Yeah.
Tell him go figure out a career.
Yeah.
And
Smart.
you know, by the time you're 26, 24, 25, 26, then you'll be ready to come out and play music.
Yeah.
Don't do it until then, because like we all know, as a young star, you get burnt out quickly in this business, whether it's film or music. And I don't want.
Well, at least you have somebody to guide them.
Well, and that's why I'm like, nah, I'm gonna take you and show you the right way, because we did it. Not the wrong way, but just the experiments that
you were getting your education.
Yeah, you know, and so he had like breathed a new life into me for music.
Yeah,
is Peni.
You know what's so cool? I know you're not with the group anymore, and you're still friends with them. But I went to go watch them the other night play, and I haven't seen them, this new group, play yet. And last time was when you were with the group, and it was so cool to see the whole room know every single song.
Yeah.
And it was like, I forgot how many hits you guys had. Like, you had so many hits. You got to figure, they played an hour and a half or hour 15. Every single song, people knew the words.
Wow.
My in-laws were with me, and they were like, how do these
people
because
know
they never
these
heard the
songs?
group.
Right.
They never heard of the group. They're not from here. So they came, they're like, how do they know all the songs? I go, these guys are OGs, you know. They're
over 30
they've been
years
around,
of that music being around.
But every song, it's like Capena. Like you watch Capena.
When we in our set with my band, when we play, it's an hour and a half, and every song is a song that people know.
Yep.
And we segue it so there's no break in between. It's
Just
just
the best.
straight through, so that nobody has time to
stop.
We don't want you to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
You want to go to the bar, you can come back.
No, and you when you're done, you go, oh shit, he only played half an hour. Oh no, he didn't. He was on for an hour and a half.
Exactly.
Because you don't realize how much fun it is.
Exactly.
But I felt old when I got in there, because I was probably the oldest guy there, and everyone who came up to me was like, Uncle, I can take picture, or hey, OG, I can take. I go, no, call me Uncle. And then the band started playing. I was like, oh shoot, I know this one, all the words. Oh, I know this one. I know this one. I know all the words.
Yeah. It's
good vibe.
It's cool when they sing along with the songs.
Yeah.
And I see people sometimes, the newer people, younger people, and they get in there and the crowd starts singing and they're just looking around at everyone like, what the hell is going on? It's cooler when we're away on the mainland. When we go to Vegas and do it in Vegas.
Yeah, even better, right?
Oh my God, because all the tourists or the new first timers that are brought by other people that know us, and they bring them, or their roommates, they bring them, and they go, who's these guys? And you know the music I've been playing all week? Yeah, these are the guys are going to play. So they come, and then they're trying to sing along, but they don't know the words, and I watch their face, and they're like, oh my God, everybody in here knows the song except me.
Yeah.
So it's cool. We're lucky. I always thank God that our music has somewhat stood the test of time. For even like
it's gonna keep going.
They just know the song.
New
The generation
after
that
new
comes
generation,
up knows
yeah.
it. So we're fortunate, and I don't ever take that for granted.
And I think you guys, you especially did a good job when me and Augie were on the air. He would come up all the time, no hesitation. Like some guys, you go, hey, you can come on the show. They'll give you the runaround. Penny always came on the show, but I don't think you realized how much of a promotion tool you were to promote the band, the events, everything.
I just love coming. You know why? Because my real dream wasn't really to be a musician. I wanted to be a radio disc jockey.
Really?
Oh yeah, man. I wanted to be a radio disc jockey. There was another station we won't mention, but
it's okay.
A lot of those, to me, I used to feel that these guys, they're afraid I'm going to take their job.
Yeah, you
know
can.
what I mean?
Yeah,
I was
you
like,
can.
wow, these guys, they don't.
You should have
really
told
want
me. It
on
would have
the
given you
show.
your own show.
No.
Shoot, you could have had your own show.
I don't think that my wife at that time would have wanted that, because already being a musician was just
it's a
all
lot.
bets off. But yeah,
A lot of work.
I wish, that was one of my biggest dreams, was to be a radio disc jockey.
But
I
I
always
was
thought, because you know why? Because you can talk and nobody has to look at you.
Yeah, and nobody can
You can
respond
just-
to you.
yeah, right.
But I always told you, I said your self-promotion is the only way you're going to do it, because nobody else can promote you when you're first starting anyway. But he would always come on the show. No, if he was in town, he would come.
Right.
And you live on the other side of the island.
I didn't care. Hanging out with you and Augie was the best, man.
Yeah.
Just being up on that show.
Yeah.
You guys did a lot for our career.
You did it. You guys do. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people don't promote. When they get to a certain place, they're like, we don't need show up for an interview.
And then again, a lot of people don't understand that you and I go way back before the music, before radio. You know what I mean? We were b-boys back in the day, man. In the
Watch
80s.
out. Watch out. You still can pop.
Little bit, but you'd have to pay to see that show.
What are you doing anything right now? Or you have a show coming up or anything?
Right now we're just doing graduation parties.
Yeah. Can you invite me to the next show? I want to come on.
No, absolutely.
I haven't seen you live in
absolutely
gotta be over 15
well,
years.
normally, you know, Micah G. I love Micah G.
Yeah.
Always has us up there at Moani's in Waikiki.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love playing over there. It's one of my favorite places to play.
It's a good. I'm glad they did that.
Yeah, we're also doing. We just did the first ever after party after dark after the mall closed at Windward Mall.
Oh, nice.
A club called Miley's.
Yeah.
I think they're only going to do it once a month though.
Oh.
But man, that play it was so cool. And the cool thing about that was because when we were younger, they used to kick us out of the mall.
Right.
Yeah.
They used to chase us out of the mall. So I told them that night. I said, suckers, you have to pay me to come back here to play. You have to pay me to come in the building
Ridge
tonight.
was doing it for a little while, right?
Valor
They just
was
got closed
going
down.
off. Yeah. So hopefully they'll come back online.
You know why? You guys got to stop fighting.
Oh, is that what
I
happened?
heard there was too many fights after, and that's dangerous.
I just seen an interview that Jimbo did from Uklanamak.
Oh, I love Jimbo.
He said that when he went to his first festival in California, he cried when he seen 30,000 people or something like that gather. And one of the guys asked him, "Why are you crying for?" He said, "Because where we're from, we're supposed to be known as the Aloha State.
Yeah.
But we being shown up by these people here because they are gathering, loving each other, moving to the music. Everybody's giving each other space, but nobody is like Jimbo
There's
said.
no
Nobody's
conflict.
no hands up.
Yeah.
What? The word what? What you looking at?
Yeah.
None of that.
Yeah.
And I thought, man, Jimbo, that's awesome, bro. You
Yeah,
right.
we do it up until the beer kicks in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then it falls apart, and then they ruin it for the next show or whatever.
Liquid courage is sometimes
what a bummer,
can be
though. What a bummer, man.
It's good feeling gets you good, I think, but when too much, of a good thing is what
You tantaran.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you, because you're an OG now, what do you think of social media?
Here we go.
Before you answer, what are the good and what are the bad about social media?
I was just going to say, there's good and bad. There's an upside and a downside. I think the downside, let's start with that. I think the downside is, let's be honest, when you get caught.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Doing something that you're not supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Because you got caught.
Yeah.
And what exposed you was social media, the camera. Everybody has a camera in their hand.
Yeah, everybody's got a camera.
So I had to learn that recently. With some situation that I've been put into, and it just get irate and go back to my young days and want to just beat the crap out of somebody.
Yeah, you cannot anymore.
And just near pulling them out of the car or going up to the car, and then I got somebody come up to me, "Bro, don't do it, Penny. You're gonna ruin your career. Everybody's videotaping you." And I got to turn around and look, and everybody with their phone out.
Their phones out.
And I'm like, "Oh man!" And the person is like, "Bro, don't do it, bro. Don't. It's not even worth it, bro. Going to ruin your career."
Yeah.
The upside is all the promotions that you can
Wait. Before you get to the upside, what about the smack talking? You agree with it?
What's smack
talking on social media?
In a sense of degrading people if they did
haters?
in that sense.
I think everyone has their opinion, and it'll come out in the way that it's supposed to. Social media is just an expressway for that.
Yeah, but opinions are good. Conversation is good, but not to destroy somebody's business or destroy their character or destroy.
That's the first thing you do when you're upset, right?
Yeah.
If that person had made you mad,
right?
And say you have a business interest with them, and they
I'm talking about people who don't even know who you are. I don't know what you're doing.
My grandma used to tell me, and I take this all the time with a grain of salt. I take it, and she says that opinions are like assholes.
Yeah.
Everybody got one.
Yeah.
If you learn that rule of thumb, I think you'll be pretty good in life.
Yeah.
I've had to retell myself that over and over.
So at times it did bother you.
Yeah, very much.
Yeah.
Especially when
they don't know what's going on.
No, and so let's talk about it. The elephant in the room. When I left Natural Vibrations, man, that just was, social media was just.
It wasn't a clean break. It wasn't a happy one.
Well, and then, the speculations is where the trash talking is bad.
Yeah. Where, me and Augie, too, everyone thought we got a huge beef.
And so then the appearance of you cannot be around that person, or you cannot stand that, or you have something to say against that, or that's where that all comes. And it's all misunderstanding.
Yeah, of course.
People's thoughts and what they think. And
hearsay.
They almost want you to clarify, but for me, it's like, nah, why? It's a personal matter. And if the people who know, well, then I'm just going to let your mind explore. And you're going to look like the one crazy when you start talking all that stuff.
When you find out the facts.
To the people who know the real story.
Right.
And they go, this guy has no clue. He's been riding a banana for a long time, bro. You better get off that banana, bro. It's ruining your mind.
Right.
So, I mean, you're going to always have those people in life.
Yeah.
But now the upside to that is, say, newborns, pictures, family stuff that you do, showing people where you've been.
It'll always be there.
Yeah. And promoting yourself now.
Yeah.
You're the one that told me. Yeah. You're the one that educated me on that. Self-promotion is everything in your business. And I take that and use it to the hilt, man.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, man. I use social media for our what we're trying to do. And
advance.
And the shows, the product, whatever it is that we are trying to focus on.
I guess what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to take it's good to have your own opinion, but you don't have to be negative to for example, you save your whole life savings to open a restaurant, and then this guy comes on Yelp and goes, it's the worst food I've ever had in my life, and blah 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 blah, and they close down.
Well, no,
you know what I mean?
Okay, now you say that though, they close down because your reputation speaks for itself to the people who love you and know you. Right. They're the ones who you really want their support. Yeah. You really want the support from that guy?
No, not at all.
Because I come into that situation tons of times.
Yeah.
People come on and they'll go, man, I went to this guy's show and I don't get it. And now he's sitting and pay to see this guy sit and sing to me. Like, what is that? I want to be entertained. Yeah. For me, that's your opinion.
Right.
And like Grandma said, it's like an asshole, everybody has one. If that's how you feel, man, I don't want you at my show.
Right.
I'll give you your money back.
I don't want you at my restaurant.
Everyone else is there. Is probably you're the only one person saying that. Yeah. Everyone else loves it.
Yeah.
So guess what? You're the one who looks like the hater.
Yeah.
And those people don't have friends. They don't have life. I believe they're called Karens.
Yeah.
So, you want to be a Karen, go right ahead.
Yeah.
But you're not going to get anywhere.
Right.
And the rest of us that are living our life and happy doing it, we don't pay no attention to you. We got no time for that.
Yeah.
It's almost like, do you put gas in my car? No. So I'm not going to drive to your house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but it makes no sense.
You're not paying my
telling
bills.
me that, like, what? Oh my God. Everyone can have their opinion. That's cool. Right on. I'm glad you're living that entitlement for you.
Right.
But over here on this side of the field, it means nothing. Oh, and by the way, watch out. You're going to get run over by the tractor that I'm driving coming down the plane.
Good. That's why I tell you, do you fall Penny? Because he's very honest. Yeah. Like even when I was getting canceled, I called Penny, and I was like, "What do you think of that?" I just wanted his opinion because he's gonna tell me.
Well, I did a little rant too. I normally do on my social media. There'll be a topic everyone's talking about, and I'll just take it in and put it on my thing and then say my piece. The title on my page is "I'll Say What You Won't."
Yeah,
and that's just
like
being
a comic.
honest.
You're like a comic.
I've never. Somebody told me, "Oh, why don't you be a guy?" No,
you can do stand up. You can. That's all you're doing is being honest.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. I hope you write them. The punchline.
I like doing what I do now, like on social media. I love it because I always tell people at the end of my rant, I said, if you don't like it, what I just said, you can hit the unfollow button.
Yeah.
Not gonna hurt my feelings.
Exactly.
But this is my mind. I'm going to speak. It's my platform. I'm going to stand on my word.
Yeah.
And like Tony Montana said, man, all I got in this life is my balls and my word. And I'm not breaking them for nobody. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I want you to stay longer, but we cannot. Can you come back?
Yes, I absolutely will.
Brooke, he has a lot more stories I want
I'm
to
sure.
talk to him about because we've done so many things. But
I'm sure.
But we got to go. Because
thank
of
you for
time.
having me.
No,
thanks
thank
for
you.
coming on.
Thank you guys for having me.
I know you live on the opposite side of the island. Thanks for your time, brother.
No worries.
Thanks for coming.
Anything for you, bro.
Penny Dean, ladies and gentlemen. Anything for you, my man. Follow him on the gram. Are you on Facebook?
I am also on Facebook.
Okay, follow him on Facebook for those of you who are on Facebook, and then go watch his show, man. He brother can sing. We all know that. And let me know in the next one, okay? I want to come.
Yes, no, definitely.
Yeah, but the only thing is, I just want you to know I have bad anxiety with a lot of people.
No, so I'll put you in. I'll put you in where they have us. I'll put you.
Thank you.
You got the backstage pass for life, bro.
I went. You the man. I went to go see the Green in Kona, and I told Ikaika, I said, "Hey, I'm not trying to be a VIP or push muscle or anything, but you think I can go stand in the sound booth? I got bad anxiety." He goes, "Brah, no problem. What are you talking about? I was gonna put you there anyway."
Yeah.
I get like when the people get crowded around me, I cannot handle anymore.
You're not the only one. As the older I get, the more I feel like that.
Yeah, is it
I
not
don't
just
care if
me?
there's a bunch of pretty girls. I get the same. I promise you, I get the same way. I'm just like, yeah. And my thing is now, don't touch me.
Yeah, me too. That's what it is.
I'll shake your hand and be really friend, but like, don't touch me.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, don't touch me.
Well, you've been on stage. You go to the big festival and there's 20,000 people, and they're all like, and you cannot. I gotta go bathroom. Now what do you do?
If I go to a concert like that, it's only backstage.
Me too.
I'll never.
Thank
go
you.
Never.
Are we spoiled?
Yes. Yes.
Penny Dean, follow him. He's on social media under Penny Dean, right?
Yep.
Yeah. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching the show. You can subscribe, hit the bell so you can know when the new podcast comes out. All right. Mahalo to Huliau, Adrian, and the crew. Also to Auto Exchange, and mahalo to you for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Hui ho.